This is the Tamron 18-300 3.5 to 6.3, now available for Nikon Z mount. So this is a very cool lens. This is a kind of a guilty pleasure lens for me, because what I find is if I'm going out to take pictures and I'm not really sure what I want to shoot with, having a lens that has this much flexibility is so important. I don't need to carry around a whole bag of primes that are going to weigh me down. I have one body, one lens that I can cover a ton of subject matter. Now, Tamron has been making this lens for a little while. Now it's available in the Nikon Z mount, which is very exciting. So what is this lens all about and what do I like about it? Let's get into it. So this is the Tamron 18-300 3.5 to 6.3 III-A VC VXD. Lots of acronyms to get into. We'll talk about that in a bit. But what do we think about this lens? I mean, right off the bat, I'm running it on a Z50 II, which is a fantastic camera offering from Nikon. This is, of course, the Nikon mount, which we're very happy to have. Now, the 18-300 is an incredibly versatile range. It's a 27 to 450 mil equivalent on a full frame body. So it's an incredible versatility with this lens. But what's it like to carry around? Well, the basic design of this lens is pretty good. I mean, we are about 12 centimeters long. It almost doubles that when you fully extend it to 300. Comes in at just a little over 620 grams. Sporting a 67 millimeter filter is a relatively sizable lens. It's okay, like it feels really good on this Z50 Mark II. Now, we are going to be using the zoom a lot, and that's the biggest ring on here. And it's very comfortable, very smooth, and works fantastic. I mean, the 18-300, it's no real hesitation whatsoever. Behind that, we do have a lock switch if we want to lock it at 18 mil, so we don't have any accidental lens creep if we're carrying the camera out on its own. Now, behind that is a manual focus ring, which is drive-by-wire, so keep that in mind. And something very cool about Tamron lenses is that they do have a USB-C port right here, which allows you to do firmware updates to the actual lens itself. I love the fact that we can keep updating our firmware on our lens so it makes it compatible with future cameras. Now, the other thing I'm really a big fan of Tamron is that they push their weather sealing quite a bit. And this is a fully weather sealed lens. For this price point, that's a fantastic option. So overall, Tamron has made a really well-designed lens that functions really quite nicely. Not only is the lens itself weather resistant, but there's a fluorine coating on the very front element, allowing you to keep that front element really nice and clean. Now, we talked about the range of this lens, and it's very practical and very versatile to work with. Now, next set of numbers here on the lens is a 3.5 to 6.3, referring to the aperture. Now, it is a variable aperture lens, meaning that as I zoom out from 18 to 300, the aperture is going to get smaller and smaller, going from 3.5 to 6.3. Now, at 6.3, it's something we do need to take into account, especially at those longer focal lengths, to keep our shutter speeds up nice and high. Now, this camera does have VC, which is another set of letters in the naming convention here. And that stands for vibration control. And Tamron's always had a really effective vibration control system, and it works quite effectively. You can see it in action when you're already at that 300 mil especially. Now, beyond that, we have VXD, which stands for the Voice Coil Extreme Motor. This is very cool when it comes to the autofocus of this lens, because having that reach is one thing, but having the ability to track some action and stuff. And sometimes you come across something that's fast action, you want to capture it very quickly, or a series of shots, somebody riding their bike or scooter, or a bird in flight, something like that. Oh, what the hell is that thing? Jesus. Well, I'm gonna get a picture of it. Don't go anywhere, mother. I don't know what this thing is, but you can get really close to, oh, sometimes something like that happens. You want to be able to capture it very quickly, and the Voice Coil Extreme motor on this lens certainly finds focus very quickly. I mean, take a look at what you can expect from our wall test here, our somewhat scientific wall test. You can see what to expect with this lens when it comes to autofocus. It snaps the focus very quickly, both at 18 and at 300. So no problems at all when it comes to the autofocus of this lens. So we have a nice size lens with good build quality and great flexibility when it comes to the focal length. What do we expect as far as the image quality goes? Well, usually on a lens like this, there's some big sacrifices to make. I mean, there is 19 elements and 15 different groups packed into this lens to make this focal range and aperture work. But when it comes to the image quality, take a look at our wall test here, and you can see at 18 millimeters, the center sharpness is very good. It only falls off a little bit on the edges. And when you zoom in past 70 mil up to 300 mil, you can see that the center sharpness is fantastic, and it is great across the entire frame. I'm really quite happy with the shots I'm getting out of this lens. Now, if I had a dedicated prime lens, yeah, I think it'd be slightly sharper. However, I lose all that flexibility, and that's what this lens is all about. It's that incredible flexibility. Now, if we look at the 7-bladed circular aperture, we are getting some nice bokeh with this lens as well. I enjoy what I'm getting out of this lens, period. I mean, I recognize that it's not going to give me the exact same look as some higher end primes or some of those professional zooms, 24-70, 2.8, those kind of things are going to have a little better image quality, period. However, that's where this lens shines, is that it's a one body, one lens solution that allows you to capture just about everything that you come across, whether it's sports in action, birds in flight, people, places, wide angles, you can cover everything. I love the fact that I can walk around this great place here today and there's nothing I don't feel I can capture effectively. It's a lot of fun to work with, and I'm really happy it's now available in the Nikon Z mount. Tamron also has put different coatings on some of the elements to really help with chromatic aberration and work with that. And here's what you can expect out of this lens for that, as far as chromatic aberration goes. Kind of a torture test here, finding something that goes from extreme light to extreme dark. You can see what to expect out of this lens for that. It's not as good as it possibly could be if it was a much higher quality lens and a shorter focal length. But once again, this lens is all about the flexibility, and that's what I love about this style of lens. And what I'm getting out of this lens, I'm very happy with, because I'm having a lot of fun with this lens, allowing me to take whatever I want, whenever I see it, and not have to worry about switching lenses or be concerned that I didn't bring the right lens with me, because I have such a vast, versatile range here. Now, I of course want to know what you guys think of this lens. Is it something that you'd like to add to your kit, even if you have some higher quality primes or some more professional series telephotos? Let me know in the comments down below. Follow me both on Instagram, like and subscribe. We'll catch you again soon. Hey, thanks for sticking around and watching this episode on the brand new 18-300 from Tamron, now available in the Nikon Z mount. If you want to check out more of our recent content, click up here. If you're Canadian and you want to support local, check out thecamerastore.com down here.